It's the first time I've been out and about in a while. Unfortunately, as of filming this, my wife's in hospital at the moment. She's currently having tests to decide on the treatment options. So at the moment, it's a matter of keeping hopeful and taking one day at a time. But I'm always banging on about nature being the healer and making you feel better, and I stand by that. And she said, just get out there and do what you love doing. So here I am at Titchmarsh Local Nature Reserve on this day of pale spring, after a recent horrendous period of weather when the UK was hit by 3 named storms in a row, which brought a lot of destruction. This is Harper's Brook, which is quite high. It rises somewhere to the north of Desborough before reaching the Nen a little further downriver. I'm just going to spend an hour making my way down towards the Nen, so let's enter the reserve and see what comes along. The air is filled with the sound of spring birds, like a wren and robin, and a Chetty's warbler far off, and I heard a green woodpecker, but the first bird to show itself was this great tit, and the loud shrill song of a wren close by. But for now, unseen, this is Brancy Brook that flows out of the Nen via a sluice. Last year, a friend of mine was walking down this way and saw 2 otters in the water here, but I'm never that lucky. The years I've been coming here, I've only ever got the briefest of glimpses. Just looking across to the Sand Martin bank now. It's a little early for the Sand Martin's return, but we do have Canada geese and black-headed gull out there. Just checking the water's edge, and we have teal and a sleeping shoveler and widgeon graze. And this is our first little egret of the day. I've just noticed movement at the right hand side of the frame. Their snipe, well hidden, and a moorhen makes its way along the far shore. And here's the singer of that loud song we heard earlier, the wren. And on the far side of the lake, yet another little egret. Closer to the shore, this male gadwall swims by. And then a quick movement in the tree reveals a Goldcrest. Not the best shot or still, but it is a Goldcrest. My first of the year. I'm standing next to the northern height at the moment, just looking out over Old Winkle Lake to see what's on the islands, and we have cormorant and black-headed gull. I love the raucous clamour of the black-headed gulls. They are noisy, but for me it's the sound of everything kicking off again after the quiet of winter. Also got some tufted duck out there just at the edge of the island, and grey lag geese, of course. And then 4 juvenile mute swan. I'm close to the River Nen now, and it's getting quite wet underfoot. The Nen will often burst its banks in wintertime, but I think this is the result of some heavy rain. I was just thinking that I hadn't seen a great white egret this morning, but there we are, our first great white egret of the day, and just swimming into the shot is a little grebe, and close by the water's edge are coot preens. Being a water bird, it's important to keep its feathers in tip-top condition, and in the top of a nearby bush a male reed bunting calls in the hope of attracting a mate. And here we are at the sluice gate I was talking about earlier. And here at last is the River Nen, quite high. This area very popular in spring and summer when the better weather comes, with pleasure craft. And a little further downriver at the village of Waddenhoe is a very nice pub called the King's Head, where we've spent many a pleasurable summer's evening, sitting on the banks of the river, enjoying a meal and a drink. Well, that's it. Nice to be out and about again. I'll leave you with the wren in full song.